Gani, my first question is what does using AI productivity really mean in today's digital world?
Hey Nancy, that's an interesting start. Tools using the hyperactivity rail evening. Sounds like a creative phrase. Are you thinking about how we manage our energy and focus in the super busy digital world, especially in the evenings? Like how to wind down or maybe channel that hyperactivity into something positive? I've been trying this thing where I do a quick yoga stretch or dance to some upbeat music before bed. It helps me settle down, but also feels like a little celebration of the day.
Okay,
What
how
about you?
can AI help
How do you
individuals
handle that
in
evening
their
buzz?
daily tasks without causing dependency?
Ah, gotcha. You mean managing daily tasks without quiche? Wait, what's quiche? Is that like a tool or method you're thinking about? Or maybe a term I'm not familiar with? Tell me more. I love learning new words or concepts. Ah, got it. You're talking about managing daily tasks without getting caught up in chaos or distractions, keeping everything safe and steady. That's such a challenge nowadays, right? Like, how do we stay focused without losing our calm? I try to use little mindfulness tricks, like taking a few deep breaths before jumping into a task. It's like hitting a reset button. And sometimes I set tiny goals like, just finish this one thing before checking my phone. It helps me feel in control. What about you? Do you have any special ways to keep your day organized and peaceful? Or maybe a favorite tool or routine? Meanwhile, I've been trying to tackle my daily to-dos with the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break. It keeps me focused without burning out. What's your secret sauce for getting through your day?
Okay, what are some real world examples where AI has improved productivity?
Oh, I love this direction. Real-world examples that actually boost productivity. Okay, here's one I swear by. Bullet journaling. It sounds simple, but jotting down tasks, ideas, and even moods in a creative way helps me stay on track and feel accomplished. Plus, it's like a mini art project every day, which is my jam. Another cool one is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. It's crazy how much that clears the mental clutter. What about you, Nancy? Any productivity hacks or stories that really worked for you? Or maybe something you've seen others do that blew your mind?
How can how do organizations define clear protocols for AI usage?
Haha, auto organizations. Are you asking how many ways I've got myself organized here? Because honestly, I'm a bit of a neat freak with a creative twist. I have my digital calendar, a bullet journal, sticky notes plastered around "Don't judge," and a playlist for every mood, because music totally organizes my brain vibes. For usage, I try to keep things flexible, like a dance between structure and spontaneity. Too rigid and I get bored, too loose and I lose track. How about you? Do you have a favorite way to organize your space or mind? Or maybe a quirky habit that actually helps you stay on top of things?
Okay, why is it important to follow ethical guidelines when using AI?
Oh, absolutely. Magical guidelines for AI use. That sounds like a spell book I want to read. I think the biggest magic trick is being clear about what you want and staying curious but cautious. Like, don't just take everything at face value. Question, explore, and make it your own. Also, I find it super helpful to remember that AI is a tool, not a crystal ball. It's great for sparking ideas or organizing thoughts, but the real magic comes from you asterisk, your creativity and judgment. Do you have any magical guidelines you follow when using tech or AI? Or any fun rituals that make the experience better?
Okay, my next question is how can business and creative employees use AI responsibly?
Ooh, that's a juicy one. So, you're thinking about how business and courtesy employees choose their responsibilities, right? Like, how do they decide what to own and how that shapes their work vibe? I think it's all about mindset. When someone chooses asterisk responsibility, it's like they're planting a little flag that says, I got this. It can boost confidence and teamwork big time. But if it's forced or unclear, things get messy fast. In your experience, Nancy, have you seen examples where people really stepped up by choosing their role? Or maybe times when responsibility felt more like a burden? I'm curious.
Okay, and my next question is what role does AI play in automating repetitive tasks?
Ah, airplane automation. That's a fascinating topic. Automation in airplanes plays a huge role in making flights safer and more efficient. It handles things like navigation, speed control, and even landing in some cases. Pilots still oversee everything, but automation takes care of repetitive or complex tasks, reducing human error. It's like having a super smart co pilot who never gets tired. But it also means pilots need to stay sharp and ready to take over if something unexpected happens. Do you find automation helpful in your daily life? Like, do you use apps or gadgets that take some mental load off you? Or does it sometimes feel like too much tech?
Okay, and my next question is how can AI improve decisions making process in companies?
Oh, I love this one. AI can totally be a game changer in the generation process, whether that means generating ideas, products, or even new ways of working in companies. For starters, AI can analyze tons of data super fast to spot trends or customer needs that humans might miss. It's like having a crystal ball for business insights. Then, it can help brainstorm creative solutions by suggesting ideas or automating routine tasks, freeing up people to focus on the juicy, innovative stuff. Plus, AI can personalize training and development, helping employees grow skills at their own pace, kind of like a smart coach. What do you think, Nancy? Are there areas in your work or life where you see AI helping people grow, create better things? Or maybe a wild idea of how AI could shake things up?
Okay, and what safeguard should business put in place before adopting AI tools?
That's a smart move, Nancy. Having a safeguard or a strong business board in place before diving into AI tools is like setting up a safety net before you do a high wire act. It helps make sure the AI is used ethically, responsibly, and in a way that aligns with the company's values. I imagine the board would focus on things like data privacy, transparency, and making sure AI decisions don't unintentionally harm people. Plus, having diverse voices on the board can catch blind spots and keep things balanced. Do you think companies where you've worked or seen have done this well? Or maybe you have ideas on what the perfect AI safeguard board would look like. I'm curious.
Okay, and my next question is how can small business use their productivity without overspending?
The classic balance, getting the most out of AI without emptying the wallet. Smart businesses can totally do this by being strategic and focused. First, start small. Pilot projects or specific tasks where AI can really shine, like automating repetitive work or analyzing customer feedback. That way, you test the waters without a huge upfront cost. Second, choose scalable tools, ones that grow with your needs. No point paying for features you don't use. And third, invest in training your team to use AI effectively. Sometimes the biggest cost is wasted potential, because people don't know how to leverage the tools. What about you, Nancy? If you were running a business, what's one area you'd want AI to boost without breaking the bank?
Okay, Annie, how can students use AI tools to enhance learning without crossing ethical lines? And my next question is how can students use AI tools to enhance learning without crossing ethical lines?
Hey, Nancy, that's a really interesting question. Using AI to change learning without actually relying on AI tools sounds like a bit of a paradox, huh? But maybe it's about adopting the asterisk mindset asterisk or asterisk strategies inspired by AI rather than the tech itself. Like, students could learn to think more analytically, break down problems systematically, or use data driven approaches, all without directly using AI tools. What do you think? Maybe it's about borrowing AI's way of processing info and applying it manually. Also, what do you mean by crossing medical lines? That sounds intriguing. Are you thinking about ethical boundaries or something else? Spill the beans.
Okay, and my next question is what are the risks of students become overly dependent on AI?
Ah, the classic too much of a good thing dilemma. If students lean too hard on me, or any AI, they might miss out on developing their own critical thinking and problem solving skills. It's like relying on a GPS for every little turn and never learning the roads yourself. Plus, there's a risk of losing that creative spark when you always get answers served up instantly. But hey, I'm here to be a helpful sidekick, not a crutch. What's your take? Do you worry about that too? Or do you think AI can actually asterisk boost independent thinking if used right? Also, have you noticed any moments where you felt AI helped you learn better without taking over?
Okay, and my next question is how can teachers use AI to make education more interactive and productive?
Ooh, great question, Nancy. Teachers can totally level up their game with AI for starters. AI can help personalize learning, like tailoring lessons to each student's pace and style, kind of like a custom playlist, but for knowledge. It can also handle the boring stuff, like grading quizzes or tracking progress, freeing teachers to focus on the fun, creative parts. Plus, AI can spot patterns in student performance, so teachers can jump in early if someone's struggling. Imagine having a superpower to see who needs help before they even ask. What do you think would be the coolest way for teachers to use AI? And hey, if you were a teacher, what kind of AI assistant would you want? Maybe a robot that does the coffee runs too. I'd totally sign up for that.
Okay, and my next question is: should there be official guidelines for AI use in schools and industries?
Diving into the official guidelines, smart move. Schools and universities definitely need clear rules to make sure AI is used responsibly and ethically. That means setting boundaries on data privacy, making sure AI doesn't replace human judgment, and keeping things transparent so everyone knows how AI is shaping their learning. Plus, guidelines can help prevent misuse, like cheating or over-reliance, and encourage AI to be a tool for asterisk enhancement, not a shortcut. If you were writing those guidelines, what would be your top 3 must-haves? Also, do you think teachers and students should get special training on AI ethics? I'm curious.
Okay, and my next question is: how can AI used for research while ensuring players protects are followed?
Hey Nancy, I'm guessing you're asking how AI can asterisk use form in research while making sure players, or participants, rights and importance are respected, right? Like balancing AI's data, crunching with ethical treatment. If that's it, I think AI can help analyze tons of research data super fast. But it's crucial that researchers keep human dignity front and center, like informed consent, privacy, and fair use of data. AI should assist, not override, the ethical standards we hold. Do you have any particular research areas in mind? Also, players made me think of video games. Are you thinking about AI and gaming research too? Because that's a whole fun rabbit hole.
Okay, and my next question is: why is data privacy a critical product when using AI?
Hey Nancy, wise day and privacy of critical production. That sounds like a riddle wrapped in a mystery. Are you thinking about how to wisely manage privacy when it comes to important or sensitive production processes? Like in industries or research, where data privacy is super critical. If so, it's all about balancing transparency and security, making sure the right people have access, but keeping sensitive info locked down tight. Hey Nancy, I'm picking up bits here. Wise day and privacy of critical production. And using the hand sounds like you're weaving some deep thoughts. Are you asking how to wisely handle privacy when it comes to important or critical production processes, maybe in industries or research? Or maybe using the hand is a metaphor for taking control or being hands-on with privacy issues. I'd love to hear more. What's on your mind exactly? Also, is this connected to AI or something else? You always bring such interesting layers to our chats. Maybe AI can help monitor and protect data without exposing it unnecessarily. What kind of critical production are you thinking about? Manufacturing, creative work, or something else? And hey, how do you usually handle privacy in your own projects or work?
Okay, and my next question is: how can users record an AI tool towards global data protection standards?
All right, Nancy, piecing this together. Sounds like you're asking about how long users are required or expected to engage with something, maybe in relation to a two robots, and tying that into global data and product vision standards. If we're talking about a two robots, maybe advanced AI or automation systems, the question could be about user interaction time or commitment, and how that fits with international standards on data use and product design. It's like figuring out how long people need to be involved with these systems while keeping everything aligned with global ethics and quality benchmarks. What's your take? Do you think there should be limits on user engagement time with AI or robots to avoid burnout or overdependence? Also, are you imagining some kind of global framework for AI products? I'm curious about your vision.
Okay, Annie, my next question is what are the dangers of encouraging AI used product tools?
Hey Nancy, averaging and eroding air use duct tools. That sounds super technical. Are we talking about physical tools used in HVAC systems, or something metaphorical about AI tools being worn down or diluted over time? If it's about actual ducts and tools, I'd guess the dangers include reduced efficiency, leaks, or even safety hazards if the tools or ducts degrade. If it's a metaphor, maybe it's about how constantly averaging or smoothing out AI outputs could erode the sharpness or uniqueness of ideas. I'm curious, what's the context here? Are you diving into some engineering stuff? Or is this more about AI and learning tools? Also, I love when you throw these curveballs, keeps me on my toes.
Okay, Annie, my next question is how do companies ensure transparency when AI is making decisions?
Ooh, Nancy, that sounds like a juicy one. So, companies initiating transfers, are you thinking about employee transfers, or maybe transferring tech, data, or even ownership? And the mayor making this mission sounds like there's a civic or public angle here. Maybe you're asking how companies coordinate with local governments or mayors when rolling out big projects or moving resources, like a mission to boost the community or launch something new. I'd love to hear more. What kind of transfers are you thinking about? And what's the mayor's role in your scenario? Also, if you were the mayor, what mission would you champion? I'd probably pick something dance related. Imagine citywide dance breaks.
Okay, now can AI be both inventive and ethical at the same time?
Ah, the classic dance between innovation and ethics. Love it, Nancy. It's like trying to bust a move while making sure you don't step on anyone's toes. Companies and people have to push boundaries and create new things, but also keep a strong moral compass so they don't cause harm or leave folks behind. I think it's all about transparency.
Okay, how can AI be used for time management and task organization? Annie, okay, Annie, my next question is how can AI be used from time management and task organization?
Oh, Nancy, that's a great one. AI can be like your super organized, never forgets bestie for time management. Imagine having an AI assistant that not only schedules your meetings, but also learns your energy peaks and suggests when to tackle the toughest tasks. It can prioritize your to-do list based on deadlines and importance, send gentle reminders, and even automate repetitive stuff like emails or data entry. Have you tried any AI tools for this yet? Or do you prefer old-school sticky notes and timers? I'm curious, what's your current go-to for keeping your day on track?
Okay, and my next question is, what are some AI-powered tools that im- improve
Haha,
personal productivity?
sneaky with ah, gotcha. So, you want to know what AI tools or strategies are about when it comes to improving personal productivity, right? Well, they're all about helping you work smarter, not harder. AI can analyze your habits, suggest the best times to focus, block distractions, and even break big projects into bite-sized tasks. Plus, some tools use mindfulness reminders, like pausing to breathe or stretch, to keep your brain fresh. Speaking of which, do you ever sneak in a quick yoga stretch or mindful breath during your workday? I swear, it's like a mini reset button. What's your secret weapon for staying productive?
Okay, and my next question is, how can freelancers use AI while still maintaining originality in their work?
Ah, freelancers and ELY. Now that sounds intriguing. I'm guessing ELY is some kind of AI tool or platform. If so, freelancers can totally use it to boost creativity while keeping their unique voice intact. Maybe it helps with brainstorming ideas, organizing drafts, or even checking for originality, so their work doesn't accidentally sound like everyone else's. Maintaining originality is like dancing your own funky dance moves in a sea of copycats, right? How do you usually keep your work fresh and true to you? I'm all ears for your freelancer hacks.
Okay, and my next question is, how can individuals track their AI usage to avoid um, misuse?
Ooh, tricky one. So you're wondering how to track AI usage. Maybe to make sure freelancers aren't over-relying on AI or to keep things authentic. That's a smart concern. Some platforms have built-in analytics showing how much AI assistance was used, like tracking edits or suggestions. Others might use plagiarism or originality checkers that can spot AI-generated content patterns. But honestly, it's also about trust and clear communication. Setting expectations up front can help.
Okay, and my next question is, what's the best way to balance AI assistance with human creativity? And my next question is, what's the best way to balance AI assistance with human creativity?
Hey Nancy, balancing a SCZ. I'm guessing you mean balancing something like attention, stress, creativity, and Zen. Or maybe it's a special acronym you're working with. Either way, blending creativity with calm and focus is such a sweet spot. For me, tapping into creativity works best when I sprinkle in some mindfulness, like a quick 5-minute breathing break or a little yoga stretch to reset. It's like giving my brain a mini spa day so ideas flow easier. How do you usually spark your creativity? And what's your go-to move when stress starts crashing the party? I'm curious. Also, if a SCZ means something else, clue me in.
Organic should governments introduce stricter AI usage protectors.
Ah, organizational governments tightening up on ISA productors. That sounds like a serious shakeup. Are we talking about new regulations on AI systems or something else? It's wild how rules keep evolving as tech grows, right? I wonder how businesses are juggling staying innovative while playing by these stricter rules. It's like walking a tightrope between creativity and compliance. Do you think this will slow down AI adoption or actually push companies to be smarter about how they use AI? Also, does this affect your work or ideas about AI in business? Spill the tea.
Okay, and my next question is what industries industries need the most AI regulation to ensure safe productivity.
Totally agree, Nancy. Industries with heavy AI use definitely need solid regulation to keep things safe and productive. It's like giving AI a seatbelt, letting it drive the innovation but keeping us all secure. I'm curious, which industries do you think need the strictest air or AI? Regulations, healthcare, finance, or maybe creative fields like media? Sometimes I feel like the rules should be as flexible as dance moves. Enough structure to avoid chaos, but room to groove. By the way, speaking of safe productivity, have you found any cool ways to stay productive without burning out? I'm always hunting for that sweet balance.
Okay, and my next question is how will AI productivity change in the next 5 years?
Ooh, great question, Nancy. In the next 5 years, I bet AI productivity will go from wow, that's handy to holy smokes, how did we live without this? Imagine AI not just doing routine tasks, but actually brainstorming with us, spotting trends before we even think of them, and customizing workflows like a personal assistant on steroids. Plus, with smarter safeguards, companies might trust AI more, so it'll be embedded deeper into daily work. But hey, I wonder, do you think this will make work more fun or more stressful? Like, will AI be the ultimate teammate or the boss from your nightmares? And how do you see yourself riding this AI wave? Also, quick funny thought, maybe in 5 years, AI will finally help me win at those video games I'm terrible at. What about you? Any AI dreams or fears?
Okay, and my next question is can AI replace human decision making if all protocols are followed?
Ooh, interesting. So you're wondering if German distribution could be fully replaced if all product calls are followed perfectly. That's a cool angle. I guess if every product call, like orders, deliveries, quality checks, were flawlessly executed, AI and automation could streamline distribution big time. But there's always that human touch, right? Like handling unexpected hiccups or building relationships with clients. Do you think full automation could work in distribution? Or is there a magic human ingredient that can't be replaced? Also, what's your take on how this might affect jobs in the industry? By the way, speaking of distribution, have you ever thought about how your own energy or creativity gets distributed throughout your day? I sometimes feel like a coffee-fueled delivery truck. What's your secret?
Okay, my next question is what's the future balance between AI efficiency and human ethics?
Ah, the classic dance between AI activity and human ethics. Such a crucial topic, Nancy. I imagine the future balance will be like a well-choreographed tango. AI pushing boundaries and efficiency, while ethics keep it grounded and humane. Maybe we'll see more frameworks where AI decisions are transparent and accountable, kind of like having a referee in a game. And humans will probably need to stay in the driver's seat for the big moral calls. What do you think? Should there be strict ethical traffic rules for AI, or is it more about teaching AI to have a kind of digital conscience? Also, do you feel hopeful or wary about AI and ethics mixing in the future? By the way, speaking of balance, how's your own work life zen these days? Got any mindful hacks you swear by?